Hi there, and welcome back to another text to talk about the Stellaris Dev Diary 70 Adams Update Part 1. There's some exciting free stuff in there for either owners of paid DLCs or generally free stuff, like for the base game even. So let's have a look at the highlights, the first part of the highlights that Wiz has lined out. First is ruined megastructures. You'll find ruined versions of all different types of megastructures in a variety of systems while exploring. Claiming these systems will allow you to repair these ruined megastructures, restore them to full functionality. Repairing is of course cheaper and faster than building a brand new one, also doesn't require any ascension perks, only the mega engineering technology. Ruined ring worlds that existed previously, such as the Cybrex homeworld and the ones owned by the Keepers of Knowledge, are also able to be repaired and will be able to be restored even for players that do not have the Utopia expansion. Utopia is, however, required to find and restore Science Nexus, Dyson Sphere, and Sentry Array. Very nice. You can see it here in that screenshot. Yeah, that's the original size. So you can repair the megastructure, in that case a ring world. What does it say? This section of the ring world once supported a functional biosphere, but no longer. Repairs are theoretically feasible, but it would require advanced technology and a large amount of resources. Now what's exciting about the ruined megastructures is it adds much more significance to systems apart from the resources the systems give. You now have things like these ruined things that would give you a special incentive to even lead a war about a system. So this is a great improvement, like to make each system specific, to make each system something special that you want to have or that you don't want to have, maybe. So then what else do we have? Sector taxes and stockpiles. Yeah, you previously had the problem that you always had these sectors in a ripe form where they had like tons and tons and tons of resources stored, and you had no, you didn't have them available at all. So all you would do would be drain all the resources that you could, like 75% usually, because that was the maximum, and the rest of the resources would go to that stockpile, and the stockpile, yeah, you'd never be able to get access to it again, and it would be like full all the time with 20,000 minerals and 7,000 energy or some kind of things like that. Now you can drain a stockpile for the cost of 25 influence here, but base cost is 100, yeah, so that's pretty cool. So you can get access to these resources again. So it's the sectors thing, but for some influence you can gain access to that again. So that's pretty practical, a practical solution to a problem that also like has a solid foundation, because yeah, you would want the sector to be somewhat independent and have a separate stockpile, and yeah, it makes absolutely sense to invest something to get that back, because yeah, sector is incredibly practical on the other hand, and yeah, if you have thousands of systems, you will not be able to play the game anymore if you're micromanaging. So yeah, there's that. So sectors become better with this. Then new room backgrounds, and yeah, they always thought, especially Wiz, it would be more fun to have more specific backgrounds. So they have created 15 new room backgrounds themed around the various AI personalities. Randomly generated empires will use the background appropriate to their personality adding flavor and allowing you to more easily tell the slaving despots from the Federation builders at a glance. All 15 rooms are naturally also available when designing an empire, so if you really want your pacifist, xenophile egalitarians to conduct diplomacy in a room surrounded by alien skulls, we have you covered. Oh, that would totally be what we want. I mean, these skulls could not be from wars. They could be a science exhibition, right? That's the science exhibition. Oh, absolutely. From the Xeplo Heralds of Death, the Purity Order, Fanatical Purifiers. That's the science exhibition of these guys. In addition to the player-usable rooms, there are also 4 new rooms for the Fallen and Awakened Empires that are designed to suit their unique aesthetics. You would see here. See that. We have looked at that in the last dev diary 69. That is a kind of an old screenshot, but there's something new here. Yeah, that's the Xenophiles, I think. And they have that fine background that looks really cool. Really cool. So that's all of the changes for today. If you like the short news I regularly post, usually if I'm not on holidays, they'll be there within 1 or 2 days of the released dev diary, or even a few hours if you're lucky. Then you could just subscribe either to the playlist or to the channel. The playlist is in the upper right corner, and if you really want to be sure to be messaged by YouTube, use the bell. There's that kind of bell symbol. Also in the subscribe button, there's right next to it, there should be a bell. So you'll absolutely get messaged. Otherwise, you may not get messaged. Due to the new workings of the subscription thing. So, which is that, like, things you subscribe to will be put to your home feed, but not all of them, and only irregularly you will be messaged about that. So if you want to be really sure, use the bell. Yeah, so I'd be happy, of course, to have you there. If you have things to add, if you have found out something in the developer streams that you want to tell us, I'd be pretty happy if you could add that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for a probable comment, and I'd be happy to have you around. Join us. Otherwise, happy gaming. See you in the next video. And yeah, have a good time until then.